Hare Krishna, dear devotees, would like to welcome all of you for our special session in Purushottam month. So we are, by Krishna's mercy, by Srila Prabhupada's and Srila Rupa Goswami's kind mercy, we are trying to study a new text which is called as Upadesamrita, or in English we say Nectar of Prabhupada coined the title Nectar of Instruction. So it's a very, very beautiful text, very beautiful and very profound. It includes the essence of all scriptures. In 11 verses, Srila Rupa Goswami brings the essence of everything. So if you really study this text, please believe me, if you really take this text very seriously, it has everything. It has everything means it includes instruction for sadhakas like all of us. It has different levels, begins with instructions. I will go to the text later on, but I'm just giving a very overview, but again I will explain later. Begins from instructions, and he will speak about what is favorable for bhakti, what is not favorable for bhakti, and how to have good association with the devotees, how to maintain good association with devotees, what are the techniques which we can use in maintaining the devotees association. Then he speaks about the importance of chanting of the holy names. Then it takes little more further and comes to the point of taking the shelter of Vrindavan Dham, or the topmost abode is Vrindavan. He takes us to that point. Then he says that, and he speaks about Mathura, Vrindavan, Govardhan, where finally he says the topmost spiritual place is Radhakund. So Radhakund is a place where Radha and Krishna and all the gopis and manjaris, they are performing eternal pastimes. So that is the highest zenith of all spiritual abodes, we can say. It is part of Goloka Vrindavan, or it's part of Vrindavan in Goloka Vrindavan. However, that is the most special and we can say topmost place in Vrindavan, Radhakund. We are speaking about Radhakund in Goloka Vrindavan. Also, Radhakund in Vrindavan, our Bhauma Vrindavan also is the topmost place. However, we are contaminated and we don't know and we can't see it. That is what is actually happening for all of us, but that is the highest abode, highest topmost spiritual place. So he is taking us from first verse to 11th verse, this 11 verses, right from instructions to control our senses. That's the first instruction he is giving, and taking us to Radhakund means the topmost destination for all of us. So that means this 11 verses are, it's the essence of all scriptures, we can say. Essence of all Gaudiya scriptures. It's not only Gaudiya, basically, essence of all the worshippers of Radha and Krishna. This is the essence. So it's a very, very special text. And we are very fortunate that Srila Prabhupada has kindly translated that into English language, in the sense the text there are only 11 verses. However, he has given translation in English, and also he has given beautiful purports and very profound purports, transcendental purports to these 11 verses. It comes in a very small book. However, it is very heavy. It's heavy. It's heavier than Bhagavad Gita also, in terms of the content, I am saying. Bhagavad Gita doesn't talk about Radhakund, doesn't talk about Vrindavan. It's completely philosophical. I'm not doing a comparison here. However, to understand the value and the depth and the importance of this particular literature, this particular book. So before we begin, I would like to just share a couple of verses from Shadu Goswami Ashtagam, wherein there is glorification of Goswamis of Vrindavan. We can recite a couple of verses as an invocation for getting the blessings of all the Goswamis of Vrindavan, headed by Srila Rupa Goswami. And then today we will not be entering into the text. We will understand the identity of Srila Rupa Goswami. So that will be our discussion for today. So let me share the screen. Yep. So this is Shadagoswami Ashtakam. I hope all of you can see my screen. So we will be reciting only 1, 2, 3 verse. So all of you can follow me with the muted mics. I will just recite. This is same tune of the same tune which we were reciting for Janmadisya Donvayat, the first tune, same tune. That's the meter is same basically. So I will recite one time, one line, then you can all repeat with the muted mics, okay, so that there is no clash of sounds. Wherever you are, please, I hope all of you can see my screen. Kindly recite. I will stop after each and every line. Alright, let's begin. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Krishnot-kirtana gana nartana paro prema mridabdho nidhi धीरा धीरा जन प्रिय प्रिय करो निर्मत्सरो पूजितो श्री चैतन्य कृपा भरो भुवि बुहो भारावहंतारको वंदे रूप सनातनौ रघुयुगौ श्रीजीव गोपालकौ Next line, next stanza. Nana Shastra Vicharinayka Nipunau Saddharma Samstapakau Lokanam Hitakarinau Tribhuvane Manyo Sharanyakarau राधा कृष्ण पदारविंद भजना नंदेन मत्तालिको वंदे रूप सनातनौ रघुयुगौ श्रीजीव गोपालकौ Now the last stanza. He Radhe Vraj Devike Chalalite He Nanda Suno Kutaha Shri Govardhana Kalpa Pada Patale Kalindi Vane Kutaha Goshanta Vidhi Sarvado Vrajapure Kedai Mahavihvalo Vande Rupa Sanatanau Raghuyugau Shri Jiva Gopalakau. We are getting, okay? So I hope all of you have recited with me the 3 verses. I will just quickly go through the meaning, translation and okay, not explaining. So Vande Rupa Sanatanam Raghuyugo you can see in all the stanzas. So I offer my respectful obeisance to the 6 Goswamis, namely Srila Rupa, Srila Sanatana Rupa Goswami, Srila Sanatana Goswami, Srila Raghunath Bhatta Goswami, Srila Raghunath Dasa Goswami, Srila Jiva Goswami and Srila Gopala Bhatta Goswami. So all 6 Goswamis are here, who are always engaged in chanting the holy names of Krishna and dancing. So what are their? They are always engaged in chanting of holy names of Krishna and dancing. They are just like the ocean of love of God. So this is written by our Srinivas Acharya. Remember our Acharya? Srinivas Acharya, among the 3, Srinivas Acharya, Narottam Das Thakur and our Shyamananda Prabhu. So he has written this Shad Goswami Ashtakam. So they are just like the ocean of love of God, and they are popular both with the gentle and with the ruffian. See? So means everybody loved these Goswamis, even the gentle people and even the tough people. Means everybody loves them. They were very nice. They were very attractive. Means in the sense of because of their nature, their behavior, to all the class of people. Even the rowdies, those people also will be good. They are also having very nice relationship with these Goswamis. Because the reason it is given. The first verse says here. Dhira dhira, dhira adhira jana priya karo. They are priya to everybody. Why? Because nirmat saranau pujito. Because they are non-envious. They are non-envious to anyone. Whatever they do, they are all pleasing to everyone. See, whatever they are doing, it is pleasing to everyone. So all classes of people loves them. They are fully blessed by Lord Chaitanya. So Mahaprabhu's profuse mercy is there on these 6 Goswamis, and they are engaged in the missionary activities meant to deliver all conditioned souls in the material nature. So these Goswamis are, they are completely in this engaged in the mission of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu for uplifting all the conditioned souls like all of us and taking us back to the Godhead, back to the spiritual world. Now, second verse. I offer my respectful obeisance to 6 Goswamis. Again same. Srila Rupa Goswami, Srila Sanatan Goswami, Srila Raghunath Bhatta Goswami, Srila Raghunath Das Goswami, Srila Jiva Goswami and Srila Gopala Bhatta Goswami. Now, who are very expert in scrutinizingly studying all the revealed scriptures with the aim of establishing really eternal principles for the benefit of all human beings. See, they are expert in scrutinizingly studying all the revealed scriptures. All the scriptures they studied, and they are taking the essence of all the scriptures, and they have written the essence of all scripture in the form of different books. Because we don't have the capacity, we don't have the capacity or capacity only. We are not only capacity, even qualification to understand what is mentioned in the Vedas. However, they have scrutinizingly studied all the scriptures, and they have taken essence of all the scriptures and given, and they have written some books and texts so that it includes only essence. So we don't have to go to any other Vedas, we don't have to go to Vedanta or any 108 Upanishads or 18 Puranas. Of course, Bhagavatam is there, very important, or any kind of Vedic literature, because there are plenty. But if we study the books of all these Goswamis, then everything is included. Thus, they are honored all over the 3 worlds, and they are worth taking shelter of because they are absorbed in the mood of the gopis, and they are engaged in the transcendent loving service of the Radha and Krishna. So they are honored all over the 3 worlds. And Srila Srinivas Acharya says, they are worth taking shelter of. They are the best shelter for all of us. Why? Because they are always absorbed in the mood of gopis. They are always absorbed in the mood of manjaris, maid servants of Radha and Krishna, and they are always engaged in the service of Radha and Krishna. So, taking shelter of Rupa, Sanatan Goswamis, all these Goswamis is very important. If we are Radha Krishna worshippers, yes, we have to take their shelter. Now, last verse. Again, I offer my respectful obeisance to 6 Goswamis. Srila Rupa Goswami, Sanatan Goswami, Raghunath Bhatta Goswami, Srila Raghunath Das Goswami, Srila Jiva Goswami, Srila Gopala Bhatta Goswami. Why I am repeatedly reading these names 3 times. I could have just skipped it. But if you chant, if you say, if you speak the name of these pure devotees, dear devotees, we are getting so much of spiritual credits. It's not something very, if we just say name of a pure devotee, that itself has got so much potency. Very important. Very, very important. So we don't have to skip it. We need maximum mercy because we are so fallen, so conditioned, we need maximum mercy. So wherever there is an opportunity for mercy, let us grab it. Hare Krishna. Okay. Now they are saying, Srila Srinivas Acharya says, all these Goswamis who were chanting very loudly, He Radhe Vraja Devi Ke Chalalite. They are chanting loudly everywhere. He Nanda Sunu Kutaha. They are asking, very loudly they are chanting and asking. They are chanting very loudly everywhere in Vrindavan, shouting. Queen of Vrindavana, oh Radhe, where are you? Oh Lalite, where are you? Oh Krishna, oh Nanda, son of Nanda Maharaj, who is Krishna, where are you? Where are you all now? We cannot see you. So these Goswamis are, running in Vrindavan profusely. They are running from one place to another place, from different pastime places, searching for Radha and Krishna in the mood of separation. Vipralamba. They are teaching us that mood of separation. They are in the mood of separation. They are hankering to see Radha and Krishna and all the Sakhis. They are calling out the names. Now they are asking, Shri Govardhana Kalpa Pada Patale Kalindi Vane Kutaha. Are you Govardhana Pada Patale? Are you just near to Govardhana hill? Are you near to Govardhana? Or are you under the trees of bank of Yamuna? Where are you? Please tell us. So they are just running in Vrindavan, calling out the names of Radha and Krishna and all the Sakhis in the mood of separation. These were the moods in executing Krishna consciousness. So these Goswamis are so great. So great. I don't have words to glorify them. I don't have qualification also. So among these 6, all the 6 Goswamis are so great. And the Goswamis are headed by, if you see the hierarchy of these Goswamis in the Golok Vrindavan, Srila Rupa Goswami is heading. Srila Rupa Goswami is the head of all the other Manjaris there. So there are many pranam mantras for Rupa Goswami. We every day chant also. Shri Chaitanya Mano Bhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapatantikam. Right? Shri Chaitanya Mano Bhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale. The Mano Bhishtam means whatever is there in the mind of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, whatever desire Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had, it has been Stapitam Yena Bhutale. These Rupa Goswami has established that. He did that because he had some desire. Mahaprabhu had many desires, and that desire have been fulfilled by our Srila Rupa Goswami. Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. And that Srila Rupa Goswami is my only shelter. Let me just give me, oh Rupa Goswami, please give me shelter under your lotus feet. This is our prayer. Every day we are doing, whenever we do Mangala Charan, we are chanting Rupa Goswami's pranam mantra. So it's very, very important. There is one more pranam mantra. This is chanted by Srila Raghunath Das Goswami. He says, Adadanastrnam danter idam yaje puna punaha Shrimad Rupa Pada Amboja Dhuli Syam Janma Janmani. He's saying, Raghunath Das Goswami chants this pranam mantra. I mean, he is glorifying Srila Rupa Goswami. He's saying, Adadanastrnam danter, clasping the straw in the street, clasping the straw between my teeth. That means, that shows humility basically. So holding the straw on the between the teeth, idam yaje puna punaha, I repeatedly beg. Srimad Rupa Padamboja. For what he is begging? To attain the dust of the lotus feet of Srila Rupa Goswami. Dhuli Syam. Dhuli means the dhuli. Dhuli, the dust at the lotus feet of, from the lotus feet of Srila Rupa Goswami. Janma Janmani, life after life, birth after birth. So he's saying, clasping, it means in utter humility, he's saying clasping the straw between the teeth. It's a phrase generally we say whenever to show the humility, basically clasping this. Not only phrase, even it is being displayed also like that. So clasping the straw between the teeth means with utter humility he is praying. Raghunath Das Goswami is praying. I repeatedly beg, Puna, itam yaje puna puna, Srimad Rupa Padamboja, Dhuli Syam Janma Janmani. I pray to repeatedly beg to attain the dust of the lotus feet of Srila Rupa Goswami, birth after birth. So it's a very beautiful prayer. Okay. One time, Srila Prabhupada, he was chanting this before. Yeah, sorry. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Rama Hare Hare. So one time when Srila Prabhupada, that time he was in Gaudiya Math. This is before sannyas he took. He was chanting the names. He was chanting holy names. He was chanting on the beats. He was walking. So few devotees were talking each other. Actually, not to Prabhupada. They were discussing. They said, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has said in the Shastras, in the Chaitanya Bhagavata, Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur is saying that Prithvi te achayate nagaradi gram sarvatra prachara hai moranam. So the meaning is that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has predicted that Prithvi te means the entire world will be, the entire world you need to do prachar. We need to do prachar. Moranam means the name of Krishna has to be propagated all over the world. This was the desire of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So these devotees were discussing this verse basically just in their conversation. They are saying Mahaprabhu has said that Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur has said in the Chaitanya Bhagavata that Mahaprabhu's desire is this, that all over the world everybody this Sankirtana should be propagated. Then they are talking each other and saying, but all over the world I don't think it is possible. Maybe Mahaprabhu meant that maybe in India only, not all over the world. Not all over the world. So they are just speculating. So Prabhupada heard this. Prabhupada said, who told you that? Why are you saying like this? Yes, Prabhupada interrupted. He said, maybe. Why? How can you say that Mahaprabhu's words are wrong? How? So they said practically. They said how it is possible. That time is Abhay Charan. How it is possible, Prabhu? They are talking to Prabhupada. How it is possible, Prabhu? They are also devotees. They are also disciples. They are also in the same Gaudiya Math basically. How it is possible? Because it's not practically possible going all over the world and preaching. Even Mahaprabhu, when he came, he also did in India only. So maybe in India itself it is not there now. So we need to do it in India. So how come all over the world? Prabhupada said, yes, you are right that you cannot do it. That is for sure. But there are people who can do it. Don't doubt on the scriptures, he said. very strongly. Do not doubt on the script, on the words of the scripture. Do not doubt. This is written by Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur, who is the disciple of Srila Nityananda Prabhu, direct disciple of Nityananda Prabhu. How can you doubt that? So, yes, of course, you cannot do it, that is for sure, but somebody will do it. He said that time, but it was actually him only did it. Later on. Later on, after many years, he did. He did not say that I will do it. He said somebody will be there, empowered by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who will do it. That time Prabhupada has not even got the initiation, first initiation. He was already connected to the Gaudiya Mutt with his spiritual master, but of course he was having initiation, I'm sorry. I was telling about sannyas. He was not having sannyas that time. That happened later on. So he was already initiated, he has already given instruction by his spiritual master, but he doesn't know what to do, because it's very thinking, going to the Western world and preach and all, it's not something very easy as we think, right? But Prabhupada had that confidence, he had that faith in the words of the scriptures, and also the desire of Mahaprabhu, it was in his heart. Also the desire of his spiritual master. Then he made it happen actually, after many years. So then he is going in 1965, Srila Prabhupada, our Srila Prabhupada, Abhaya Charanaravinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada is not a specific name only for our Prabhupada. Prabhupada means one who has taken shelter of Prabhu. Prabhu, who is the Supreme Prabhu, who is Krishna. The one who has taken complete shelter of Prabhu, Krishna, is Prabhupada. And Srila is an honor, we honor, like we say Shri. Srila means one who has again taken the shelter. Shri is one of the name of Radharani. So Srila is one who is always at the lotus feet of Radharani. And our Shri Jila also like that. Our Shri Jila, one of our Mataji, Shri Jila Mataji, and their parents would not be knowing about it. But if you see the Sanskrit meaning of it, Shriji is one of the name of Radharani. And La means one who is always at the lotus feet. So she is already, her name is like that. Maybe Mataji is not here, but I'm just will tell her later. So anyway, so Srila Prabhupada, his name Abhaya Charan. That was his, Abhaya Charan is his official name, in the schools and college and also in the records. And then he becomes Abhaya Charanaravinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami later on, when he took sannyas. Anyway, so in 1965, he is going to the US at the age of 69. So many things happened in between. He took initiation, then he had a big business. Somehow it failed slowly, gradually. It was very big, going very nicely, but after some time it got declined, and he had to completely come out of that. And somehow his family members also, they were initially Krishna conscious. I'm talking about his wife basically, but not fully. Like Prabhupada was like, he wants to do something for his spiritual master, and he want to do something for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He had that fire in him, but that fire was not that much in the family. Though they were supporting, but that was, then he had to leave the family after some time because of so many because of this mission and so many other things. He gave the responsibilities to his children, and children were grown up, and he was sending required support, also doing support also in terms of money and everything. And he given the responsibility to his children, and he is leaving the home, and then he is taking sannyas later on. So this is what is happening. So he stayed in Vrindavan after taking sannyas for 10 years. Then, before Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj has already left long back, he took sannyas from one of his senior disciple of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj. And after sannyas, he was staying in Vrindavan for almost 10 years. So before sannyas itself, he started preaching. He started writing, magazines. Back to Godhead magazine. That's the first magazine he's writing. Back to Godhead. That is the name of the magazine. So he started writing the magazines, everything based on Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam, small magazines, and nobody was there to print and publish or whatever. He just go to some print shop, some printing company, and he did not have any money, begging them, can you just print 10 copies, 20 copies, like that, and begging them. And they sometimes, because it's a spiritual text, something related to spirituality, some feel, pity on Prabhupada, and they, print for him. And he take that literally few copies from the print shop, from the, printing house. He goes to Delhi. This is before sannyas basically. He stayed in Vrindavan for some time, then he goes to Delhi and get it done. And in Delhi streets, in Chandni Chowk and different streets, he used to walk from shop to shop. There are so many tea shops in our countries, right? Tea shops. He used to walk in the tea shops and give this Back to Godhead magazine to each and everybody for 1 paisa or something like that, 5 anna or whatever. People were sometimes buying and sometimes using it for groundnut, or using it for throwing it in the dustbin. So he was seeing everything. But literally he was tolerating everything, keeping one goal in his heart, that my spiritual master has given me instruction, and this is the desire of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and this is the desire of all our acharyas, including Goswamis or Bhaktivinoda Thakur, everybody. So I want to do something. This is my, he has taken that, instructions on his head of all his spiritual master and all the acharyas and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then he's begging one time. Then he's trying, and after that he took sannyas after some time. Then again he doesn't know what to do, how to preach this. He started writing Bhagavad Gita, translated completely, written purports, started translating Bhagavatam, written purports. So first canto he completed. So till that time, this all happened in Vrindavan. He stayed there in the Radha Damodar temple for 10 years. So much to say. I'm just making it very concise. Still we have that room of Prabhupada. So he has written this first canto, complete purport and translation in that, sitting in that Radha Damodar temple in his room. So he had many volumes. Nobody is there to publish also. But somehow he got somebody, they printed some few copies, and he's taking that. Now he wants to take this to preach. He doesn't know anybody who can help him. Finally he came to know that some rich merchant, so one rich family is there in Kolkata. They are having so many ships. They take cargoes to different countries like USA and England and all. So he requested he approached one of this shipping company basically. So he was fortunate. Of course, this is all arranged by Krishna and his Guru Maharaj basically. They are arranging from Golok Vrindavan. Then Sumati Morarji, there is one business family. So they were having ships, the cargo ships. So they used to, so she had a big business. She is having family business. She is father, everybody, ancestor business basically. So she was in charge during that time. Very pious lady, very nice lady, very religious lady. And somehow Prabhupada got connection. He approached her, and he said, I want to go to USA. I want to go to America. She asked him, what are you saying, Swamiji? You are at age of 70. What are you going to do there? He said, I want to take this Bhagavatam. I want to take this Bhagavatam and preach there. So she said, you are already 70 years. You know anybody there? He's asking Prabhupada. Prabhupada said, I don't know anybody. Then where are you going then? Do you have money? He said, I don't have. I have 40 rupees with me. Prabhupada is saying, I have 40 rupees with me. Only 40 rupees. Dear devotees, he is trying to convince this Sumati Morarji ji. She is out of compassion. She is saying that Swamiji, you are very old. You cannot handle the weather in in the US. It is very cold. Some winters are very cold, and you are not used to it. And not only that, now if you have to travel, there is no flight during that time. We are talking about 1965. So you have to go in ship, and it takes 2 months for you to reach, or 40 days minimum to reach there. So what are you saying? You are already 70 years. You cannot handle this. You will get seasickness. Maybe you will get some disease. You may not be able to reach there. Maybe you will, something will happen to your health. He said, I don't want to. These are okay. You are saying all this, but for me, no problem. I am ready to go through anything. Please give me permission. Please give me. He said, finally, I don't have any money to give you, but I know that you are a religious lady. You are the follower of Sanatana Dharma. So you can understand what I am trying to say. I want to take this Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam and the holy names of Krishna, Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and go to Western countries, and I want to give this to the people there, those who are in ignorance completely. She said, I cannot understand what are you saying, Swamiji. Finally he said, you don't think about much, you don't think much. Give me one space. Just I want to sit somewhere in your ship. That's all. It's a cargo ship, by the way, not passenger ship, because it is full of cargo. And he said, just give me a small. No, I am not asking a room. You give me a small space. That's enough for me. She understood the determination of Prabhupada. Finally, she agreed. Finally, she said, okay, Swamiji, at your risk, you are going. I can provide you a space in the ship. And she gave a small room for Prabhupada, very small room in the cargo ship. And in 1965, Prabhupada is going at the age of 69. He was 69. He is going, the ship name is Deladuda. He is going in that ship. No space to properly sleep. It is very, very small space to sit. And he had one typewriter. He had to just translate. He was doing translation of writing purports. Already first canto is completed. He was doing the remaining Bhagavatam translation and writing purports. Alone, dear devotees, he is doing everything is alone. In Chandni Chowk also, while he was distributing Back to Godhead magazine, he was alone. Alone. Single. Everything he is doing. He writes, he types, he goes for taking to the printing house for the printing, he editing, everything he is doing. And he is also distributing. Then finally, in the Jaladuda, he is going. So he had a big trunk which has all these Bhagavatam first canto translations. There are many volumes basically. Now we have one book. So at that time it was many volumes actually. Many number of books were there. So he had that first copy with him. And he has Bhagavad Gita translation also with him, the full. And he had some Shaligram Shilas. He had some Govardhan Shilas given by, so he had some deities also with him. He had Chaitanya Charitamrita, Bengali copy. He has not translated during that time. And he was in this cargo ship for 37 days, dear devotees. 37 days. And he had a small, he had some, kettle kind of thing, just to heat something. And they provide, and a small stove or something they have provided. I think the ship they provided, because Prabhupada will not take any other food. He cooks simple dal or something, simple khichdi or something, and he offers to his deities, and he will take that prasadam. This was his routine. That too one time or 2 times in a day. And he got 2 heart attacks in the ship. 2 heart attacks. But he did not leave the body. He was praying to Krishna and saying, Krishna, whatever you desire, you do it. I don't care. I don't have any problem. I am completely surrendered to you. It is up to you. If you want to take me to the USA, if you want to take me to America, you can take. If you want me to die now in the sea, no problem. It is up to you. Completely surrendered. 2 heart attack, major, but Krishna survived. Krishna saved him. In fact, that was Krishna's plan. and he got seasickness many times. He was vomiting, he was not able to just, we cannot, at the age of 30, 35 also we cannot survive. We cannot go for 37 days in a ship and we will be having seasickness. It's not easy as we think. And crossing Indian Ocean, crossing Atlantic Ocean, what is this? We are talking something joke? Then we have to go through Atlantic Ocean, Indian Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, then only we can reach there. So this ship goes through, it goes to Sri Lanka, then Lakshadweep, sorry. Then it goes to Kochi, it is going to Cochin also, and from Cochin, Kerala, then through Arabian Sea, Indian Ocean, I think then it's entering later to the Atlantic Ocean and crossing. So the point is that it took 37 days to reach there, and he is landing in the Boston harbor. So the captain, Pandya, the captain of the ship, he was very happy. He had very good relationship because in the 37 days he had got very good relationship. He was speaking, asking them to chant. He was giving some nice, Shastrik conversation. So he gave Bhagavad Gita copy to him, one copy as a gift to Pandya. And his wife was also, the captain had a wife also with him. So they told Prabhupada, they said, Captain Pandya said, I have been doing this, I have been doing this job of captain for many years now. But I have never ever seen, I have sailed through Arabian Sea, I have sailed through Atlantic Ocean many times, but every time it used to be very, very harsh weather. Atlantic Sea is very harsh. It's not, Atlantic Ocean is very dangerous place. Very harsh ocean actually, and it's not soft. Every time there will be storm or something like that. And he said, I have never ever seen in my last 20-25 years in my life, Atlantic Ocean was so peaceful. So Prabhupada said, because it was not you who was, navigating, it was Krishna who was taking all of us here. Then they requested Prabhupada, Swamiji, we are going back after 20 days back to India. Can you also come with us? Prabhupada said, I have a mission here. I cannot come with you. He said. Then they landed get down in the Boston harbor, and he doesn't know whether I should go to left or right. Can you just imagine? He has 40 rupees only. 40 Indian rupees, not dollars by the way, 40 rupees, Indian rupees in 1965. He has a big trunk with him, and he's already 69 years and he doesn't know where to go, right or left. That's how he is landing into. What courage, what surrenderance. Just think, dear devotees, just think about it. We cannot think, we cannot imagine what he has gone through. Srila Radhana Swami Maharaj in one of his class says that till he is an American, he is an American body. Srila Radhana Maharaj says till 1980 there were no Indians actually, practically. He said in my 20 years, because he moved to India and joined Prabhupada's, take shelter of Prabhupada after at the age of 19 basically. So he is saying in my 19-20 years in my life when I was in USA, America, I have not seen any Indians practically. So the point he is saying that after 1980 only all the people started moving actually. So 1965 nobody was there. There is no Indian shops or no Indians also. Very, 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 very few. That also very less. And we can't even see. But he went during that time. And somehow somebody felt some compassion on Prabhupada. He took them, understood that a Swami from India having this saffron cloth. Somebody took him to then somehow he got connected to one person, another person. That's how he was managing. And somebody gave him some accommodation. So in the New York, he got some accommodation. Somebody felt some pity on Prabhupada, and he was accepting whatever they are giving as a charity. and one small room with sharing with somebody. He was doing that at the age of 70. Finally, one day, one boy, not very youth guy, he came, Prabhupada, because he was a hippie. That was a hippie time. Hippie means completely gone case, full drugs and all those things. They are not having any connection with the family. They are basically going against the family. Whatever family or parents say, they will do the opposite. That is hippie culture. So full time with alcohol and drugs. So one person approached Prabhupada like this, hippie. And in Prabhupada, he was showing some interest in the spirituality. But he was taking the drugs also in between. He was thinking that spirituality is also something he can, he can get some ecstasy in that. So Prabhupada said, you can stop all this. I will give you some higher medicine. He started giving Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Then he started chanting also. Somehow he was showing some interest, this boy, this young man. But he had the habit of taking drugs. What happened in between? And he was sharing the room with Prabhupada. He said, Prabhupada, you can stay with me. Because Prabhupada, that time he doesn't know anybody, so whoever is giving him some support, he will go with them. Then this person, after a few months, actually, Prabhupada said, I think you have to become a brahmachari. Something like that, he gave an instruction also. He was almost accepting, but he had this bad habit of taking LSD. One day he became crazy after taking the drugs. He took the pistol and showing to Prabhupada, I am going to shoot you, Swamiji. At the age of 69, Prabhupada took his typewriter and his whatever trunk he could hold, he ran to the street in the Bowery in the New York. He's running in the street at the age of 69 at night. Dear devotees, we cannot imagine how much struggle he had gone through. And finally, by somebody's mercy, he is coming to, he is meeting some people and they feel some pity, and Prabhupada gets a small storefront which is Matchless Gift. The name of the shop is Matchless Gift. Till today we have in New York, if you go. We were fortunate to visit that place last year. So then everything started from there. Nobody was there to support him. Only one or two. There are so many details. I'm not going much into it because Prabhupada's glories, there is no end to it. I will discuss some other time also. Then finally, he's starting this. Everything happens after that. Slowly, gradually, he used to. Nobody was there to listen to him. This 70-year-old person, who will hear? Who knows Krishna? Nobody knows anything. What hippie culture he was in the complete, and that too in the New York. New York was having this hippie culture too much. But he could survive there, and slowly people started coming to see him in this Matchless Gift shop. That's only the name of the shop, but name of the storefront. But Prabhupada had a small deity there, and he used to cook. And so whoever is coming there, he will give them nice prasadam. So these hippies started coming because they are getting free food. Because they don't have any money. Whatever money they have, they are taking drugs and all these things. So they don't have money for food. So they come here just to eat prasadam. Prabhupada feed them. Cook for them and give 10, 15 people start coming. Then when they come, Prabhupada gives some Hare Krishna Mahamantra also. You chant this, you do this. Slowly giving them, slowly. He started giving medicine. So medicine like gulab jamun, gulab jamun medicine and prasada medicine he gave, and little bit Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Slowly they started showing some interest. That's how this movement is today here. That everything started from there, with zero. Now, so I can just give you one, I can just share one information that in the 11 years now, Prabhupada went at the age of 69 and at 1965 he reached. In 11 years, dear devotees, he traveled 14 times all over the world. in that old age. And when he was there for that 11 years, he constructed 108 temples of International Society for Krishna Consciousness and more than 100 centers. And now all over the world we can see everywhere it is there, including all the different countries. Every country, almost every country has. So I'm sorry, today we were supposed to discuss about Srila Rupa Goswami without glorifying, without speaking about our Prabhupada, who Prabhupada only introduced us to Rupa Goswami. He only introduced us to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He only introduced us to Hare Krishna Mahamantra. He only introduced us to Sri Vrindavan Dham. He only introduced us to Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam and Chaitanya Charitamrita and Upadesamrita. So without speaking about him, without glorifying him, without taking the shelter, without taking the dust of his lotus feet, what we can do? We cannot do anything. So everything is because of the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, dear devotees. Really, there is no Acharya like him who has really, traveled and gave this mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu all over the world. Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, all. So it is only his causeless mercy. So I would like to stop now because already time is 10 o'clock. Krishna willing, we will speak about Srila Rupa Goswami tomorrow. So let us offer our humble obeisances, not humble, our respectful, prostrated obeisances at the lotus feet of Srila Prabhupada, Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada, for coming into our life and guiding us. He is guiding us from within, like Paramatma. Also, he is guiding us from outside, as his books, through his books. What I'm saying is that he is directing us in different ways. He is guiding us. So it's all his mercy. So we have to have full faith and we should have attachment to Srila Prabhupada. This is the first thing we should have. Then things will reveal slowly, gradually. So he is such a great Acharya. He is really a Jagat Guru. There cannot be any Acharya like him also. I am saying, not because part of this Hare Krishna movement, but that is the fact actually. Because at the age of 70, traveling to many countries, not having anything with him, devotees were merciful to take him to different places. But because of his mercy, now all of us are sitting in this place, part of the world, and chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra and trying to study Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam. So everything has been gifted by him only. Everything has been gifted by him. So the text what we are going to discuss from tomorrow, Upadesamrita also, is given by him. Otherwise we will not be knowing about Rupa Goswami or any Goswamis or even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Even what Radha Krishna also for us. So let us offer our respectful obeisances unto Srila Prabhupada for his mercy, for his guidance, and throughout our life we need his mercy and guidance. If we have his blessings, we will definitely be progressing in our path of bhakti very, 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 very fast. So we need his support and mercy. So let us pray on this very auspicious day of first day of Purushottam month of the year 2026. This comes only once in 3 years, and let us, if we don't glorify Prabhupada, then what is the value for all of us? It was not deliberate glorification. Actually, I wanted to speak about Srila Rupa Goswami, but it somehow, because without glorifying Prabhupada, without speaking about Prabhupada, who has introduced us to Rupa Goswami, how we can start? So I am stopping here and begging the mercy and blessings of Srila Prabhupada. Let us all pray at the lotus feet of Srila Prabhupada. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Shrimade Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद, श्री अद्वैत गदाधार श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। जगत गुरु शिला प्रभुपाद की जय, शिल रूप गोस्वामी की जय, षड गोस्वामी की जय, श्री चैतन्य महाप्रभु की जय, शशिनंदन श्री गौर हरि की जय, शिल गुरुदेव की जय, श्री वृंदावन धाम की जय। जय जय श्री राधे श्याम, जय जय श्री राधे श्याम, जय जय श्री राधे श्याम। थैंक यू। हरे कृष्ण।